Welcome to Batch Image Overlay. This is going to be the tool to overlay either with an image or a color filter multiple photos at the same time. You can also do single photos if you want, and then you don't have to open up Photoshop and set up all these scripts and everything to get this done. Because yeah, you could do this in Photoshop technically, right? But yeah, let's dive right in and I'll show you how it works. So I got a testing folder right here. So basically you could drop in just like a single image if you wanted, right? And then from here, you'll be able to select a preset if you want, and then, you know, just to save time, but like essentially set whatever you want. So usually I think most people are just going to want black, but maybe your company's brand is blue, right? And so you want to do like this custom blue filter. Then you can set that up. And then once again, like I know that you can do this in the code on a website or something, right? But like when you're optimizing your LCP and you're really just trying to be able to compress these images as much as you can, this is really going to be the best way to do it. Put the banner filter onto the image itself, and then yeah, and then upload it. So now say I like this blue one, right? And I want to like save this preset or something. You just hit save, and then you can type whatever you wanted to call it. Oops, if we want to call it like blue 30%, I don't know what it was at. Blue 7. Let's take a look what we're at. Blue 69%. All right, so we're gonna call it blue. Oops. Blue 69%, right? And then you always remember it. Or maybe this was a client, like we'll say this was Johnson, right? So we always know like Johnson has this same filter on it. So then we save it, and then if you close it, open it up again, once you drop an image back into it, then you'll have, you know, we can go back to this red, or oh, that's black, there's red, blue Johnson 69. You can see it right back to 69, the presets there, so you have saved presets. All right, and then now you also have like an image mode where you can drop an image onto it if you wanted to just watermark all of your images, or maybe you wanted to drop like a background image over it, like hang on a second. All right, so I got a background image right here. So say maybe I wanted to just turn the color off, right? Then you can scroll this down real quick, and so color opacity, we're just going to turn the color off. We're going to clear this image out of here, and then we're going to add this overlay, and then now this we can kind of determine, like, you know, this isn't like the best thing to do, I guess. Probably find a better image for this, but you can see like that texture is kind of coming over it. So depending on the image that you're using, you know, you could apply a texture over it and stuff, and then you could scale the image up, scale the image back, however you want to do it. You can rotate it, shift it around, click drag it wherever you want to get it set to and stuff, right? So like that's kind of cool, right? And then say I wanted to apply that same filter to a whole bunch of images. Well, you can just drag in a whole folder, right? And I'm going to show you this folder real fast. So we got a few images in here. Folder 2, we got a few more images in here. And then folder 3, we got a few more images in here. So I'm going to drag in this whole entire folder. And then you can see it found 12 images. And so once you get the setting that you like, just hit apply overlay, and it will apply the overlay to all the images. And then you have a few choices. You can hit flatten and download it, and that is going to download all of the images inside one folder, right? So we lost the folder structure, but we have all of the images in here, and you can see they all have that overlay. Or if we want to, we can go ahead and not do flatten and then download it. And then when we do this, it's going to maintain the folder structure. So yeah, replace them. All right, so you can see here we had these photos, and then these photos were down in here, and then same thing in here, right? And then on top of that, so say like you then if you wanted to just upload this into your website, like this whole folder or something, it would just overwrite the old images with the new images. And you also have a few options as to like the naming convention too, right? So if you want to rename these images, we could say we want to add a custom name, and then All right, yeah, customs right here. So you can add a prefix. So just say like dark dash whatever, and we could even say I don't know. Let's say goodbye, right? And then we could just download this. So we're gonna go ahead and just flatten it again, and download all of these images. This is going to. Here, let me delete these because I don't remember which one it was. Just download them again. All right. Open this, extract all, and now you can see like it says dark, right? Because everything, the prefix is dark, and then the suffix is goodbye, right? So like that way, and then when you upload these, you're not going to overwrite your old folder, your photo system or something, right? So now let's go ahead and delete these. And then another thing that we can do is I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this folder here, and we're going to call this testing 2. And then let's go ahead and clear all of this out, and let's just drop this in here. Let's go ahead and set like the 50% black overlay, right? This preset. Oh, we gotta clear out this image as well. All right, so this is my 50% black preset. So now I can go ahead and apply the overlay to all the images, and then I got this button, replace originals. So what this is going to do is it's going to overwrite all the original folder or the images, and it's going to do it right into the same folder. So I want you to be careful and cautious with this, because if you do this, you are going to replace all of your images, right? So there's no going back. So this could be very useful if you just want to target a select folder and just change all of the images in that folder. But just remember that there's no going back, right? So let's go ahead and do it. And oh, we got an issue here. Let's take a look in the folder and see what happened. So it did some of them, it did not do some of them. I'm not 100% sure why, but we will get that fixed for sure. All right, so you got replace originals right there, and then also you can filter, right? So say you were just looking for like maybe like for me, I always use the word banner in like all of my banner photos. So if I uploaded a full website and I selected the word banner, in this case, I know I have one that's called ice cream, so we're just gonna hit ice, and then you could select JPEGs, WebPs, whatever, right? So you're only applying the filter to certain images, however you want to do it, and then you just hit apply, and then my ice cream images pops up. If you had a whole billion images in here and then you ran it, you could filter out those images and only apply the filter to certain images. All right, and then last thing you can do is drop another image over it, which yeah, you know, transparent PNG is fine or whatever. I think I already showed you like this background image, but yeah, watermark images, however you want to go about it. Download it, filter it, flatten it. You got a quality slider here, so you want to compress your photos, and you can see like how you're doing this, right? This is the original, so if I apply this, image now goes down to 49 kilobytes. Now I will say that probably like destroyed the image, right? It's not horrible looking, right? But it's super compressed, right? So usually default, I like to do it like right around here, 85. But like when you're really optimizing this, I mean, you have full control here. You can compress it as much as you want. I have other ways I usually compress images, but you have the control to do it in here. So usually what I would do is probably keep it at 100, so it's completely lossless. It's gonna make the image much bigger than it usually is, right? Well, this is an AI image, so yeah, even with 100, it's bringing it down just a little bit. But I'll usually go ahead and just leave this at 100 and compress it with one of my other apps. But yeah, so that is batch image overlay. I hope you enjoy. If you have questions or anything, feel free to reach out to Bytecraft Studio, Vibecoder AI. Check out my website, and you can contact me from there. All right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.